You all in my face with handshakes and you fake, and I know you ain't real. And all of y'all be out there claiming relation, cause I'm worth the mill. Fuck all that shit that you talking, cause I don't be playing for real.
Chill. It's your boy Ant-Man Fontaine, hold it down for the fans out there that want to be great. And you know you tuned in with the greatest wrestling podcast with Wrestlers Brother Me. I'm here kicking it with my peoples.
Yes, sir. Your boy Mike Shane, a.k.a. the Green Angel. What's going on, y'all?
And it's the one and only, the best in the world, a.k.a. the Rated R Superstar Game Boy with the boy.
What's going on, everybody? This is Kamari Shields, a.k.a. the Total Package. That might be the first time you hear this name. I promise it won't be the last. And fellas, it looks like we doubled up from the last time. We got some new guests. Yes, Mike, you want to tell them about them?
So listen. As y'all can see, we not in our studio in Wrestling Brother Studio. We decided to pack our equipment and go travel to another studio, POD, Pursuit of Dreams Studios. And ladies and gentlemen, we got some Dover legends in the building.
Yes, sir.
And if you don't know, your ass is about to find out.
Absolutely.
So ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for Nino, Nosay, and young Rocko in the building.
Welcome to the cast, yo.
Yes, sir.
Let's get it.
So, before we start, I just want to personally thank y'all for, Rocko, you gave us our flowers. We just started this joint. And you know what I'm saying? Just giving us praises for it. Because, we're like 6 months in, not even that.
Man.
And, we're getting good reviews on it, you know what I'm saying? So just for y'all to agree to start with us in our early phases, I do just want to thank y'all, and I appreciate y'all allowing us in y'all sanctuary, because this is, I personally witness greatness in this studio, you know what I'm saying? Some of the best music has been made in this studio, you know what I'm saying? So again, we just want to thank y'all. So before we start, I just want to ask y'all, for the people who aren't familiar with y'all, just tell us a little bit about yourselves, some of the things y'all accomplished musically, how y'all started. We're going to go from there.
My name is Rocko, you know what I'm saying? Full stage name is Young Rocko, a.k.a. Shorty Rock, one of my younger days. We was in a group called Flow City. This is Nino, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Brown Shug, she was also in the group with us, my cousin. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? We're just a super group, bro. Like, it's been a minute now. It's been a while now since we made music as a unit, but...
Yeah, that's really, like Bo said, that's about it. Nino, Nosay, 1/3 of the group Flow City, yeah, man, we've been doing it, one of the first to do music from out here. It definitely was a lot of people older before us, but as far as, still taking it to the next level, and a lot of stuff, from being the first hip-hop group to perform at the African American Festival. Ever the only hip hop group, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
From almost having that deal, artist development deal, like Sony, like 1.5, 106, and this is a lot, from like 2011 to 2016, really had it on smash, winning the Kiss Spring Jam, twice, and then went back for a third time because they put us on the bill. We won so much, they put us on the bill with the real artists. We didn't get paid or nothing, but they like, y'all can't even submit your music no more.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all gotta win. So that's for the whole Delaware, Tri-State, South Jersey. So I was all just one coast to coast mixtapes for the DMV, first place. Man, it's just a lot, man. Did a lot of stuff,
Yeah, I remember that, bro. I remember coming up in the music, when I started in the group Newcomers. I remember we would watch y'all perform. We'd be like, damn. You know what I'm saying? We got to tighten the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Because it was like when in the Temptation, when Otis saw Eddie and Paul performing the first time. You know what I'm saying? It was just damn. So you guys was always just in sync, and it was dope just watching y'all. And Rocko, you said something to me one time. You was like, you didn't necessarily, you loved performing, but you didn't necessarily, enjoy it in regards of just, the pressure of it. You know what I'm saying? Do you still feel that way in regards of, do you miss performing versus what you're doing now, engineering? What do you prefer to do?
I do miss performing. That's part of my favorite aspect of music. My least favorite of music is actually making it. Because, as I talk to a lot of artists, I am a recording engineer. My thing is that back then, making music, I was making music more to trying to top 40 radio. I was trying to make music, you know what I'm saying, for that status, not necessarily making music from the heart, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like the pressure of trying to make a hit is what I don't like. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, push.
Yeah,
But the performance-wise,
I love that. That's my favorite aspect. Is the performance. The performance part was my favorite part. Yeah.
Okay, but it was just the making the music was.
Yeah, that was just the stressful part. It was making the music. Yeah, especially when we got signed to the independent label, when you had to make a certain amount of songs a week, and that was the pressure.
No doubt.
Yeah.
Like Nino, how did you feel in regards to that? Like.
What, like what?
Like the performance, which one did you enjoy more? Like the performance or just?
I like performing. I mean, I like creating too. Yeah, I mean, I guess I feel like the pressure for me is equally yoked because, like, me performing, being from where I'm from, and, like, dancing on stage was a whole step in itself back then. Like, you don't really put the performance for. We were like young, we were like 16, you know what I'm saying, type stuff, and you know what I mean. So it's like dancing and moving. I was like, man, I don't want to think I'm all weird and stuff, you know. I'm dancing on stage with this, you know what I mean. But it was a sacrifice. So I liked it both. I like everything. I like the creating it. I like performing. I like mobbing out. It's fun.
Yeah, that was fun too.
It'd be fun to me.
Linking out with everybody.
How'd y'all form? Like, what was it like? How old was y'all when y'all started? And then,
bro, we family, bro. Like that's what I'm saying. Like I've known Nino longer than I've known my sister. That's how.
Damn. Okay.
That's how long we've known each other. And like Brown Suge, that's my actual blood cousin. Her mom.
So y'all family.
Okay,
no
so
doubt.
we've been around, like, you know what I'm saying?
Egos type.
Yeah. It's that deep. It goes deep. Yeah.
Before the music, we actually, it's so crazy.
I remember that.
We was in Atlanta when they broke, and this is before the Versace came out, and I wish I had some of the stuff. I had actual physical copies of our first mixtapes because we did a show opening for Grand Hustle. Rest in peace to Clay. He was an A&R for them, and he passed away, but he had us down there, and Young Joe was there and all that, and they was out there passing us on the street scene. You know what I'm saying? And then in a song they said making plays in Delaware. Like, wow, crazy. That's down the line, but yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro.
That's dope. Not every day.
I think I still got the picture somewhere.
I think that's why Cap G was there too.
Cap G was there too.
Yeah, it's funny because I hang out with Rocko a lot sometimes in the studio, and you're just mad humble. You don't ever really flex that. So I really, you know what I'm saying? Like, that was me. I'd been like, yeah, nigga, me going, you know what I'm saying?
I don't know, man. It's naturally humble. It's crazy.
Yeah, no, that's cool. It's cool. I respect it, but I feel like you've done enough to like pop a little shit here. You know what I mean? So,
catch me on the game. I do.
Man. That's fine.
Video game, I do. I talk crazy. I talk crazy on the game.
He's walking in his destiny. So at the end of the day, like, you know what I mean? He got no reason to bark about it. He's walking his destiny. So that's the shit, you know what I mean?
Family. Yeah, definitely family, bro.
So, like, who was the David Ruffin of the group? Did y'all have one?
Yes.
Brownie?
Without a shadow.
I thought David Ruffin ain't here, ain't he? You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
David Ruffin, that's what happened, you know?
Okay,
not like that. But yeah, definitely that.
She was David Ruffin?
Yeah,
okay.
She turned up. She definitely turned up. She got to have everything set up, but, you know, that's Brownie, though. You know?
Yeah, no doubt.
She make it happen, though.
Who was the easiest to just cool with everything and never really put up like no hassle, no argument, just was okay with everything?
It got to be out of me and Rob.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll say me.
He had the biggest sacrifice, to be honest. Nino did, yeah, because like, you know, Nino's like, you know, he was more like, you know, he's street, you know what I'm saying? So like us dancing on stage and like the backlash he would get in the hood and all that stuff, because like for real, like I was there, but I moved out when I was younger. You see what I'm saying? So like I was kind of like the bridging of the gap between Brownie's eclectic rock side and then the street side. I was like right down the middle. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like Nino had the biggest sacrifice in the group.
I'm glad you said, because like I remember I would talk, like, remember Chris Gill, we all would talk, and I would say it was hard to
shout out
Chris Gill, yes sir.
You did.
It would be hard to fit y'all in like one category, hip hop, you know what I mean? Because y'all just did like all styles.
That kind of bit us in the back a little bit. I remember, I forgot what label. Maybe I think it was Columbia. Maybe it was both, because I remember.
Yeah.
It was Columbia, and it was like, sometimes you gotta know, like, since y'all so diverse, we need something that's, you know what I mean? Like,
they wanted something concrete, like put y'all in one lane.
So we used to try to, it would give in a curse being so diverse.
Okay. No doubt, man. No doubt. So, Rocko, you're like engineering now.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? So, as an engineer, do you have days where you're just like over music? You just don't want to hear nothing. You just want to sit in pure silence. Cause I can only imagine, like, I always see you like have studio sessions and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I can imagine I've been in the studio with you before. It's time consuming just playing the same stuff back and forth, and editing. Like, does that get to the point to where you just shut out? You don't even want to hear no music at all?
Honestly, I would say it only happens at the end of the day, not to start, because like this is a job, so I gotta work. You know what I'm saying? It's just like calling out. You can't call out. So like, I know I gotta work. At the end of the day, I do like, I don't want to hear no music. You know what I'm saying? And that's how, for the most part, I don't really hear a lot of music that comes out. Mm-hmm. I typically get newer music from the artists. I work with a lot of young guys, and they'll be like, "Yo, have you heard so-and-so?" I'm like, "Nah," and I check it out. Oh, okay. You know what I'm saying? So for the most part, I just shut off at the end of the day, and that's the reason why my producing of making beats has kind of like dwindled down, because I'm like, bro, I'm not making no beats. I work 8 hours a day. I'm not making no beats today, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No, I totally get it. Is someone else who like does a lot of audio edits with like podcasts and things like that. At a certain point in the day, you're like, nah, I need quiet.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, even just like peaceful quiet.
And then on top of that too, like, let's say I do like 6 mixes in a day, right? Those 6 mixes more than likely are not going to come back A1. They're going to be like, yo, edit this, edit that.
Yes.
Edit this, edit that, edit this.
The touch-ups for the touch-ups, because they don't know what they want till they hear it.
So I'm done.
So I got a question as a person that doesn't deal with the music like that. Is there a such thing as music overload for you?
I could say, music overload, definitely. But it never comes from the point of like the work aspect, because I actually do love to do this. So It's like, I only get tired, I guess, just like, okay, like, I just want to relax kind of and not be looking at the screen. Yeah. Never like, I don't want to do it.
Or more or less, like, if you hear a certain sound over and over and over again, and maybe that your ear won't hear it the same exact way, definitely. If you take a step back,
definitely,
and then hear it again,
definitely.
Like,
ear fatigue is real. Ear fatigue is real. Yeah.
Okay.
I have a question for you. So, with y'all, because of the way you produce and for like a specific sound, have you ever had a time where you was working on like a beat or something for y'all? You had it the way you want it, and then computers do what they do.
Shut down.
The whole thing shut down. You didn't get it back, but then the beat you made as a result of it was better than you originally had it. Have you ever had like one of those instances?
I have had that. Yes, I have had that. But I've also had instances where I don't get it back, and it's not the same.
Yes.
Like, Shane, that was tragic, bro.
Yeah.
That was tragic, bro.
Yeah, that was crazy.
That was my Mixcraft days, still.
Yeah.
That was Mixcraft days, still.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah. Very, very bad situation. Always back your stuff up.
Yes. say it again for the people in the cheap seats across the seat.
Always back your
stuff
up. Seriously, bro.
Because it's going to hurt.
Yes, bro. That joint's crazy, man.
And double back at that.
Yeah. Facts.
Save it at least 3 places, because that one quick save that don't do it, that all your hard work is gone.
What was one of the largest venues that you guys performed at?
Shoot. I don't know. We did the Bob Marley Festival. We did the African American Festival. There was some thousands out there.
What about? Like I said, Bob Marley Festival was nice too. But what about how many people hold inside the Idol place, the Teen Idol joint?
Was at the Queen.
I don't know how many.
That was at Wilmington.
I don't know how many.
Then we had the Lancaster Tweet.
Oh yeah, Lancaster might have been the biggest one.
I don't know how big.
It was a festival. Yeah, it was definitely
festivals.
Yeah, we did a lot of festivals.
I'd say a couple thousand.
Yeah,
a couple thousand.
Right there.
Okay. Shit. I performed in front of 80 people, so that's fire, yo.
We performed in front of 80 before. We performed in front of less than that too.
Yeah.
Do y'all ever see the people and be like, nervous or anything? Like getting like any jitters or anything?
What, like when you about to perform?
Yeah,
or?
like about to
Always.
perform.
I'm always sure. I'm always sure.
I don't know. It was different
I got
back in the day because we'd be so prepped up and ready. We were doing stuff nobody was doing. Like,
Facts.
I see artists now, they don't even practice.
Yeah, we would practice like 4 or 5 times a
We
week.
got routines. We was really like,
you should.
we back
You gotta make
we're
sure
paying
it's
for
clean.
showcases.
Right.
We're in
I remember you were taking out rehearsals and stuff, right?
Yeah.
4 or 5 times a week, and then we had like we had like our show tape of what we're gonna do, and then we also had like an edit just in case we get there and be like, oh, the crowd is not for this.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Damn, so y'all had plan B and C.
Yeah, we had all of that. Yeah, definitely. Because there was a couple of times where the music would go out, we would have plans for that, like how we're going, like what we're gonna do when the music go out. Yeah,
we old school mentality for real.
The first plan never worked out. You always had 3, 4 in the pocket just in case.
Yeah, but that's old school.
There's one thing we always
they don't do that now.
Yeah, one thing we always said was like, you know, especially because you know how it is, like performing at like events, you can't really know how the sound is going to be.
Right.
See what I'm saying? So I said, like, shoot, if they can't hear us, we're going to look good.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? We're going to look good moving. We're going to look good.
Yeah, that's the way to do it.
So,
Has there ever been an instance where you were at one of those venues, you had your sound correct, and whoever was, you know, maybe on sound engineering for the day, they jacked up, and you did what you could for the performance, but after you had to pull them aside and be like, hey, my man, what happened? Because that's not how we ran it.
Like that, we never pulled nobody aside.
Yeah, I don't think we never really pulled nobody aside. We just were always prepared for that. So, like, if the mics will go out, I might do a freestyle and project it loud enough to where it's not even on the gear. They messed up. We'll let the management take care of that. Like, or we'll have a sound check. We have our own mics. After a while, we understood that we would go to venues and they might have 2 mics, or we got to make sure now we check them before putting in a contract or whatever the case may be to make sure we got the right stuff because we can't afford to have them joints go out again.
I'll never forget. There was one time where I'm not gonna say we. I know I and Brownie was unprepared. It was our first time we had a radio interview.
Oh,
it was at a radio station. It was what was it called? Heat or something like that. It was in Baltimore. I forgot what the radio station is. I'm so sorry, I forgot. But we did it, and they asked us to freestyle. I'm gonna tell y'all. Anybody that knows me, I rap. But I'm more of a I'm more of a harmony guy. You know what I'm saying?
You're a melodic type.
Yeah. I'm melodic. You know. I'm not really writing the craziest bars, and anything that I had written was on songs. So it was like I was making songs. So luckily, this man right here, he was going hand for us. Cause boy, me and Brownie was looking like, oh yeah, we chopped.
I mean, he called Nosay for a reason.
Yeah, I don't even like freestyling. Like you catch me out, people do that. But at that point in time, it was like if you're a rapper and you're asked to freestyle, you gotta go.
Yeah.
You don't even no, go on the spot. I just kept it going because I already knew where they was at. That we wasn't prepared for. It's just I knew I was writing a lot at that point in time. I was writing, so I had stuff that I was on YouTube with me, Stacks, and Bo and the other people. So I just kept pulling the rabbit out the hat, dragging it.
Dang, Nino and Brownie was like that Key and Peele meme.
Well, Brownie was kind of like, everybody was all the way there. It was just like, I remember going for like a little second, and by that time it was time to wrap it up. You know?
So real quick, I want to go back to where bro was talking about how you get yourself ready, but how do y'all prep yourself? Because you say that you're nervous when you're getting ready for a performance. So how do you actually get yourself ready to do a performance?
I'm gonna be honest. In my younger me, that was harder because I wasn't drinking then, alcohol then. I still don't drink that much now, but then I would drink before shows to kind of calm my nerves down.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? I know my mom, my sister, a lot of friends would tell me I'm a little mean because I'm a laser in. Like I come from a sports background, so I'm very focused in on what I have to do. So I know we're getting ready to do this show, and I'm a naturally introvert. So like I'm not really out and about, you know. So I'm just kind of like, all right, I gotta lock in and get into this persona that I'm building because who this guy is on stage, that really isn't who I am. You know what I'm saying? So I really got to get into that, and once I'm there, I'm all right, good. And then when I'm out, I'm out.
Right.
That's how I would do it.
Yeah. Okay.
I just tap in. I I've been performing since I was like 3. Like I play the drums, the African drums. You feel me? So it's like I've been performing, traveling, and doing stuff like that. So when I got doing the music, it was just, and I got people with me, like the drumming, Sankofa, it's like African drum and dance. So it's a team, and they'll go out in vans, and we go to Bowie, Maryland, this place, that place to perform. Like Princeton, been there and performed with them. So it's like, as long as I had people with me, I wouldn't be nervous. Now, if I was by myself, I would be nervous, but I got my bro, fan with us, and I've been doing it before. I've been ready to tap in the character.
I can relate to that. Like these guys, I'm the same way. These guys give me like confidence boosts. You know what I'm saying? If I was Dolo, I'm like, I'm just like, man, fuck. You know what I'm saying? I'm introvert, but I like being around people I trust. You know what I'm saying? If I trust you,
you can be yourself.
I can be myself.
Wow. And I feel it's crazy. Y'all, like, it's funny. I said this to you before, but you and Nino are naturally funny guys. And the best funny is people that are not trying to be funny, bro.
True.
Like, y'all just, because y'all be serious, and that's what makes it funny, bro. Because the stuff y'all be saying and doing, bro, be having me weak, bro.
Nah, and that's the thing. I be dead ass, and people be laughing, and I be dead ass serious. You know what I'm saying? Like,
same here, bro. I'm like, it be funny. He be like, I'm sorry, bro. Say this is too funny,
right,
bro.
Yeah, nah, I feel you. I remember Al tried to get me on I do a comedy show. I'm not doing that shit. I
don't know. You might could pull it off, bro.
I'm really just myself. I'm again, like, if I'm around people, if I'm around y'all there, I probably would do good. But Dolo, I would fucking crash, dog.
But it's your humor too. I got the same type of humor you do, bro. Like it's like just this.
No, Rocko laughs at people's pain.
That sounds like
guy since 2 years old, and it's always been. I've been on an adventure, and people get hurt, and he laughs. Yeah, they're okay. Yeah, it's funny. And I'm like, bro.
No, but I don't laugh. See, I laugh at like the dumb stuff. Like, I'm like, yo, you see his face, or did you see how he walked away,
or how he got up and held his head and got?
That's the type of stuff I laugh at.
It's not so much the fact someone got injured. It's the entire event of how it happened.
Well, normally it's an injury involved in that. Like somebody's getting hurt to create that narrative.
You a piece of shit.
That's just too funny, bro.
Nah, that's funny. Nino, like, you're the MC of the group, right? Nah, dog, you do that, fam. I forget which something. You just started laughing one time and niggas was serious. You just busted out laughing. I'm just like, this nigga's heartless. But Nino, you around, like, you're the MC of the group. So, like, me personally, again, I know a lot about the dope MCs. I'm a big fan of them. Like, being around dope MCs like Reese Stacks, is Dub Brown, rest in peace, one of my favorite artists. Yeah, was that like intimidating being around those guys? Like, how did you?
Well, at that point in time, I like, even when we create music, I don't really listen to nobody else.
No doubt.
You see what I'm saying? So if we working on some stuff, we locked in, and that was a whole. At that point in time, I was on my best A game. Because I can see now, because I've been out of it. Like, I've been through so much since then. So from like 2011 to about 2016, like, we couldn't miss. You know what I mean? So it's like, Reed was around. So that was about it. You know, so there ain't too many people that I'm really checking for when writing. You know, up top didn't view us like too much. So we were slow lower. Whole time Philly looked at Wilmington the same, you know what I mean? So it wasn't no really support from up top, anybody that was doing that stuff then. So I was just doing my thing, you know what I mean? And really couldn't nobody mess with me. I couldn't feel like
no doubt.
No pressure.
Right.
And now that I think about it, and how I viewed it was, I was just always, like I said, trying to make the best song possible.
Right.
Like, I was coming from the standpoint, because I was doing the producing for the group. And for the most part, I would make the hooks. So it's just like, I'm trying to make a hit. And I don't care if, like, I've never been a selfish player. I'm like, bro, like, if I can't drop 20 tonight, it's cool. I'll just assist tonight. It's fine. You know what I'm saying? I remember there was a song with Boney we got called How I Feel. And it was the first time I ever worked with Boney in studio. And I knew he was talented, but I was supposed to sing the hook. When I heard him sing it, I said, oh, yeah, you got it. You got it, bro.
Team player.
You know what I'm saying? I like, you got it, bro. You know what I'm saying?
You got anything?
What are some legends that y'all admire in y'all craft? Like people that you would look up to, that you would say that there's somebody that inspired me to make the sound that I have, you know?
Oh man, so
All right, no one.
Yeah, Bone Thugs and Harmony is the first like that. Like when I was coming up, my dad was playing a lot of like Midwest people. So he was playing Do or Die. That's Dizzy Bone. That's Dizzy Bone. That's my favorite too, though. That's my favorite. But he was playing a lot of Midwest guys. You know what I'm saying? So Do or Die. You know, Twista. You know what I'm saying? He played Bone Thugs and Harmony, which was my favorite. So that's the reason why I always like harmony while rapping.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So.
He was scared of that music video back in the day.
Oh, damn right. Who was it?
That shit scared me, bro.
Who was it?
Bro, when Uncle when his eyes went black, I ran, bro. I remember I went in the room, but I was crying. I'm like, my brother was like, yo, I don't want to die.
Yeah.
I was like, that was my first. Yeah, like
that was real.
Right there, I'm gonna die.
I thought that was real.
Yeah, yo, I was scared.
They got the baby in the hospital room, you know what I'm saying? So that's the baby.
And then the CGI in the video, you see the people walking up the big cliff, like, yo, what is going on?
It was traumatic, God, like, yo.
That John was crazy. Now that you say that, like, it really was.
Nah, that had me shook, bro.
Yeah, it did, bro. But definitely Bone Thugs was like an early inspiration. And then really to start, like, you know, really listening to rap and trying to rap a little bit, my dad put me on DMX. You see what I'm saying? And that's early days with me and him rapping with DMX. And then as I got older, like I would say like Kid Cudi, Drake, you know what I'm saying? And like a lot of the newer guys now, I got Pierre Bourne, you know, shout out to Rocko, that's my guy. You know what I'm saying? So like that's my later inspirations, but early definitely Bone Thugs, bro.
You think I'm a Nas fan.
Yes, sir.
That's clean.
When I started writing, T.I. was somebody I listened to. Jeezy.
Yes, sir.
I'm trying to think of an area where I was like really trying to focus. Like a lot of people don't like Ross. I like Ross. His production, his ear for production.
You know, cheats. They make the beats just for Rick Ross. He can make anything sound. They could be just doing his little things. It's like set up for him perfectly.
Like Rock said, when you start like the new age, I like Future. I like Kodak. Who else?
Your new young boy you've been playing, was it Sofago?
Yeah, Sofago's hot. I heard that from this other young artist, Layu.
Shout out to Lay.
Yeah, but yeah, that's just to name a few. Like, I'm a Nas fan, you know, so old school type stuff. But coming up listening to music, DMX, you know, we discovered at the same time, you know what I mean? Pun, you know. Yeah, I like Kendrick too. Kendrick's like in my top. Yeah, Kendrick. I'm one of them type, like, you know what I mean, like intellectual type stuff.
Yeah, bro. So real quick, I want to kind of flip our podcast title name, but I'm going to ask it in this form: when was music real to you?
That's a good question.
The first moment.
That's actually a good question for everybody to answer.
Yeah,
we gonna mainly do the guess, but that's a good one, my boy.
I like
when was music real?
I do this shit.
I would only say for me, like music has always been real, but I guess the point of me actually understanding it, because like when I used to listen to it as a kid was totally different to when I actually started making it.
You
don't let things slide no more.
Exactly.
You feel what I'm saying? It's certain things you like. I would have liked that or would have thought that was cool. But because now I know the ins and outs of what goes on, you know what I'm saying? You might can fool someone that don't really know what's going on, but I know what's going on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Even like us being in the studio, who was the writer that was in there? Was writing for all the artists. Remember, he had every like.
His name was EST.
Yeah, he had
from a group called 3 Times Dope.
Okay.
I think it's 3 Times Dope.
Yeah.
3 Times Dimension. 3 Times Dope, I think. And he had a lot of songs.
He was showing the songs that he was writing for artists.
Beyonce,
yes, bro.
Just like him.
So once you really start seeing the inside, I'm like, oh, they're writing for this and doing this. It kind of changes perspective on things.
Like you think they doing all the stuff?
Yeah. But at that point, you know it's a business because like you gotta think about it. Like let's say you make a hit, right, and then you got the #1 song, and then Mike's the newest artist out. He got a hit. You need your label's looking at you like, yo, we need another one. And like let's say you're writing stuff, but it's not hitting. You're only as good as your last hit. You need something else now. You need writers. You need it. You know what I'm saying? Because this right now is a business.
Yeah.
Because if you ain't making no hits, you ain't making no money.
Right.
Was music real? So when you say when music real, it's like when you like, cause like what Rock said, like when we were making it, or in my passion for hip hop.
So when I ask that question, the moment I ask that question is the first thing that comes to mind.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
So it's anything.
And it don't just have to be hip hop. It can be whatever inspires you to make music.
Yeah.
Correct.
I love all types of music. I would say music was real to me once I got my first cassette deck. I had I got it for my birthday. My mom, I was still living on Kirkwood then. She bought me a cassette deck. And y'all gonna laugh at me, but it is what it is. I had a crush on her. Britney Spears, I had the cassette deck.
Okay.
I did. I had my very first cassette.
My man.
I had Britney Spears, and it was going down, baby. I had her on my wall and everything. You know what I'm saying? That's what's going on.
He ain't mad at you.
Time was crazy, bro. Nah, Hippie Baby was crazy.
Yep, I had it. I had it all, yes.
No, the Toxic
That man
song,
replaying the cassette deck every time.
No, the Toxic song wasn't even whack, yo.
Yes, bro.
Ever don't play
Yes,
Toxic?
bro.
The Toxic song wasn't
Hey,
whack, bro. Yo, I'm not mad at
Britney was
her for
about
that.
to. Hey,
But that's when it was real. 'Cause I had my own at that point, like, you know, it's not like I could just, you know, get on YouTube and listen to music.
Correct.
It wasn't
Correct.
YouTube and nothing that popping. I'm like 8 years old. You know what I'm saying? So now I can play this whenever I want with my own cassette. It was real.
I
Exactly.
think music was real for me in like 03. And because we had this store, it was like a mom and pop store down the street called Old B's, and I was just able to like really walk outside and venture out in my life. And like I was like 10 in 03. So like I had picture day coming up, I remember like yesterday, and I went down to the store, bought some CDs, physical CDs. I had a little drawing, I would put them in. 50 Cent came out, changed the game.
Yeah.
Get Rich.
Music was
Get Rich Dodger. That album was crazy too.
But see, I had Michael Jackson, I had Dipset, I had all the group State Prop. It was like I had Usher.
Bro, just think like that time period for me was crazy because like I grew up in a strict home, so it was kind of hard to like listen to music because like I would get on like at the time I think it was called Kaza. You know what I'm saying? I would get on Kaza that I think eventually switched to LimeWire.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? But like I would get on there, and if I couldn't find a clean song of that song, it was a number. You know what I'm saying? So like one of my favorite songs of Get Rich or Die Trying was Heat, the song with the shotgun beat. You know what I'm saying? And like there was no clean of that record. So I wasn't listening to it unless I was with my cousins, bro.
Yeah,
Yes, bro. You know what I'm saying? So if it wasn't no clean, I wasn't listening to it, bro. It sucked, but I would try to find them, bro.
I remember back in the day, I liked when Ludacris' first album came out. When you say like when you just understand, at the time I wasn't listening to Ludacris at all, and he got that album, and he would just play that album out, and I was just like, yo, Ludacris is really rapping, but he was like, I don't know, he was a male version, in my opinion, he was a male version of like a Missy Elliott type of thing, like with the crazy video and all that stuff, like kind of taking a pic, like they took a page out of Busta Rhymes, but they were just like, it was like, he said some hard stuff, but it's almost like, oh, the boy, it's like he making jokes and stuff, but he was really like a top, like tier MC.
He was a contender back then. He was a top.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, like that first album.
On that Nelly, that he gave me that Nelly and like that whole era.
Didn't that album go platinum?
Well, his first one,
I definitely did, because he had that fantasy song on there, and he had the, what was that freestyle, he's like, he made niggas fart dust.
Yeah,
that song was high. You know what I'm talking about?
You gotta,
No.
song got my certificate, the pussies are us.
Yeah. I eat the whole pie, leave not the fucking crust.
That was good times, bro.
We got Aries on. Yo, we had hits on there.
At that time, I was playing Golden Eye. That was a good time, bro.
We listen to that, John. We would be playing the old school NBA live.
Yes, bro.
NBA live, yo.
NBA Jam.
164.
Had San Antonio Spurs on the front.
When Tip Drill came out, what?
Oh,
That's like early 2000s.
I said 03.
Yeah.
Good
That's
time.
when
That changed the game.
Yo, nah.
Mine went like this.
BT Uncut Tip Drill was insane, dog.
That changed the game.
Yo, I purposely stayed up late. I'm acting like I'm asleep. Mom, go around the living room, turn the volume down.
It's coming
Yo,
Yes,
that video
bro.
was crazy.
Bro.
Nah, Tip Drill was crazy.
Yes,
dog.
bro.
He's a car to the butt crack drum. Yeah.
So then, Mike, when was music real to you? Since we talking about it,
Well, nah, it was me. Like, I was like Rocko. Like, my mom, she was saved, born again, so I couldn't listen to nothing dirty. My dad was making his way to being saved, so he still had an archive of, like, Outkast, DMX. So the first 2 CDs I took from him was Flesh of My Flesh, Blood of My Blood from DMX, and the Marshall Mathers album. And the first song that stood out to me was Kim. I'm like, yo, this dude's crazy. You know what I'm saying? But that's when I really started listening to lyrics, actually. You know what I'm saying? Because that song was wild.
He burped.
But I never listened. I would just hear, but I never listened. And Eminem made me actually listen to, yo, these dudes is really saying, he's really talking about killing this girl or raping this, you know what I'm saying?
Wild, bro.
He was wild, but that's what opened my ears to, like, to listening to lyrics more. So then, Flesh of My Flesh, Blood of My Blood, still hands down the best album I've ever heard in my life. So that's when music was real to me. Those 2, I wrote down. What about you, my guy?
So when music was actually real to me, the funniest thing is actually going on my way to Midnight Basketball.
Oh, Midnight Ball. Hey, yo.
But it was on my way to Midnight Ball, and when I actually love R&B for me, and I don't care what nobody say.
I love R&B too.
It was Case, Faded Pictures. That was actually the first R&B song I heard, and I'm like,
Oh yeah, all that stuff.
yeah, he knows. So he clowned me because I love R&B, and I ain't got no. I don't care because like the best. That's my twist.
I love R&B too.
And even on my way to go play ball, when Faded Pictures was playing, I got amped up. I was like, okay, I'm about to.
Got you hyped the ball? The ball?
I'm saying.
That's fire.
Yo.
I feel him though because
that's fire. Yo.
I literally just said this the other day. I was like, bro, people like talking about what their songs they was playing for game day. I'm in high school. I'm listening to Cassie official.
Hey, real talk.
I like the song I'm playing.
No, I do road work sometimes. I hit heavy back. And sometimes I gotta put my headphones on because I'm playing in the gym. Because they be like, yo, nobody want to hear that shit. I listen to soul music, R&B also. So it's like
whatever works for you. And like I said, when I'm just in the car. Moms was playing music in the background, and again, when you're a kid, you're really not paying attention to the radio like that. If you don't have it, for me, if you don't have an ear for music like that, you're not really paying attention to the radio. But I remember it, we were on our way, and we were just coming over the overpass, and Faded Pictures was playing. And boy, I was like, "Oh my god!"
It's crazy. R&B don't really hit like that no more, bro.
It don't.
Because no one's singing in the rain no more. That's why I don't hit like that no more.
Yeah. Nobody ain't got no. They ain't fighting for something. They
have no code.
Because everything's so blurred together now.
Yeah.
Well, because everybody's caught up in this internet shit, man. And that's, for me, the biggest issue of the world, period, is like the internet has its plus, but it has its minuses.
Yeah.
The minuses is actually people hold their fucking lives off the internet. So if you have people say, I don't like you, oh, you're ugly, you're fat, this is corny, this is whack, da da da. Some people would jump off the damn bridge off of that. Yeah. But I'm sorry, my dude is Kobe Bryant. So I actually just use that for motivation. Like, all right, cool. That's how you feel. That's what's up. The same for you anyway. So boom.
100.
I'm
If
doing
you
for the
got
people
haters,
that
you're
matter.
doing something right.
Right, exactly. But there's too many more people of
R.I.P. Kobe.
caught up in if somebody don't like something off of social shit, they'll jump off the bridge. Versus, like I said, people need to have. And this is why it's 2024. Everybody gotta stop that bullshit, man. It's mama mentality today, man.
And yo,
like,
you know what's
gotta
crazy? Like, off subject a little bit, Kobe. I hated Kobe all my life because I'm an Iverson fan.
Me too.
The last game,
y'all a fan, bro.
What you just said reminded me of Kobe's last game when he dropped 60. 63? 61. When he dropped that, yo, I real talk shed a tear because I'm like, yo, this nigga's never gonna play again. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm just like, I've hated on him for so long, but it was just I respected him because he was nice. You feel me?
That's how I was.
So you saying that just reminded me of just Mamba mentality. No matter what people say, like, yo, you's a bum. I used to call Kobe all types of names. You feel me? And like you say, he just took that.
He shot a horrible percentage, but he's still like the whole thing about it, like I'm gonna get it.
Don't give him the ball. Bro,
you
know he gonna shoot it.
And do you remember that he shot a horrible percentage? Do you remember that he shot?
When he shot 81, he shot like shit.
That's about me.
Yeah, that's a hater shit.
I just said they're like Kobe, so I'm gonna remember it. I'm going to remember it.
Yeah, we AI, we team AI.
Yeah, it's AI all day.
Nobody remembers that. Nobody remembers how many times he shot the ball. Nobody remembers that. Everybody remembers it too. Man, everybody remembers he dropped 60 and he was that dude. He walked off in the sunset.
Nice.
Yeah, that was special.
He did snap.
That was special.
It's crazy because I like Kobe. I respected Kobe all through his career, but I loved him even more outside. Like hearing him talk, like
he motivated shit out of you, bro.
They're going right.
Real passion for the game.
Intellectual, man.
Bringing out. So, when was music real to you, my man?
Music has always been real to me on a couple different levels. It starts at home with my baba, my granddad. He had, and Keenan can say it, vinyls. All music.
Yeah.
And Baba's main thing for music, it wasn't good if it didn't have that bass. That was something he was hard on, which influences me because when I'm like, mixing things together and I'm listening to certain music, if the bass isn't correct, I don't want it.
Right.
So that's that. Growing up in church.
Country.
Oh my God, bro.
I mixed a couple of country records and I'm over here adding bottom. He's like, can you turn some of that down at 60 hertz? I'm like, all right.
Country's a different breed of music. I understand its pocket for how it gets to some people. And then you see some of the newer country where it's implementing things from R&B and hip hop. Mm-hmm. And while it's good, it doesn't sound as cohesive as people want it to be. Mm-hmm. And that frustrates me because if you can find like that music bed where everything sounds the way it's supposed to be, you hear the elements from all of it where it's just a good melting pot, it's great. But you need people in there who are all from those worlds and understand this is how you connect them. So much so, my family's churchy. So, you listen to your gospel, we'll listen to Kirk Franklin, we'll listen to Fred Hammond, which I love because Fred Hammond is one of the artists where, when you think of him, Christian R&B. Because his vocals, his production, it's untouched.
He got a powerful voice.
Yes. And then with my dad, because of how he was, one of the things that got me more so into hip hop was listening to like Kenton Jones. Mm-hmm. So that was my Christian side. On the other side, Unc introduced me to Kendrick. I play a Kendrick song every single day. It's untouched.
Dang, so you caught that late?
No, so Unc introduced it to me when I was about 10. This is around the time where I'm able to ride with him and not have mom, being on the backside, be like, "Don't you play none of that stuff around my child."
Oh, he was on Good Kid, man.
Which one do you play every day that you said? You said you play a Kendrick song every day?
It rotates throughout it. Definitely Good Kid, Bad City. You can't go wrong with that.
Classic.
Definitely DNA. And that's one of the songs I play when I wake up, just because it puts you on. I'm not about to let no one talk different.
Yeah,
but then if there's an artist that I have very close to my heart because of middle school and just the transition for things, Meek Mill. I love me some Meek Mill. So, and the funniest thing about that, because I go to DSU. DSU goes crazy for Meek Mill. One, because every time he shows up, he always shows love. And not only that, with one of his first like mixtapes and stuff that he did, he recorded in the studio at DSU. So whenever he comes through, he's pulling people. But yeah, no, Meek Mill will always be in my top rotation of artists that I listen to all the time. If for people in Delaware, DMV area, especially Philly, who are you if you don't know Dreams and Nightmares by heart? Come on now.
Shoot, I think everyone knows that song.
You have to know that. That's a rite of passage.
I think everyone knows that song now. I'm talking about just in general. Like, you can go anywhere, and that song is just known.
It's a fucking Philly. It's damn near the Philly national anthem.
It is, and that's why it offended me when they tried to switch it with Lil Uzi's "I Just Want to Rock" and tried to be like, "That's gonna be the new Philly anthem." I'm like, no, it's not.
It is already.
What? That is it.
It is.
What?
I Just Want to Rock is the new Philly anthem now. It really
I Just Want to Rock is.
It really is. It's a new.
I feel like you can't have one without the other.
Bro, I went to a Sixers game. And every time
it's big, bro. But I wouldn't call it national anthem.
The national anthem is still Dreams and Nightmares, but I can understand that.
Dreams.
Nah, bro.
Dreams and Nightmares, then it's Philly, and then it's
They
pretty much
what we
like this, bro.
Whatever you do.
Until you hear it in the Flyers game. Because they'll play that shit there.
I haven't been there, but I've been
the Eagles Stadium.
Eagles Stadium.
All the colleges around there.
Philly Stadium or Fire? I mean, Phillies.
You know they playing I Just Want to Rock.
They played it at the Sixers game, and every single timeout, every day ball, the Eagles came out with Uzi.
Exactly.
I Just Want to Rock. Uzi is coming out on the field with the Eagles. What else more do you want?
Uzi Vert, dog.
I mean,
I'm not dissing Uzi. I enjoy a lot of Uzi's music. I'm just saying for national anthem, you got to give that to me for all you
Meek Mill even said he was just like, you know, like, it had his run, you know.
Yeah.
I Just Want to Rock.
Well, how about we switch gears a little bit? So we talking about all these other artists and stuff, but we Delawareans. So I want to know from y'all, what would be y'all each individual like Mount Rushmore of like Delaware artists? Either ones who are like coming up now where you can see their hype, or ones who were maybe weren't from Delaware, set their roots in Delaware, and has gone on to do so much that you can't talk about Delaware without talking about them.
You're asking me my personal opinion, does the Mount Rushmore have to be based upon what they did, or can it just be off?
It's Delaware artists in general, so they can be rap, they can be country, whatever. But specifically Delaware artists, whether they were born and raised here or they came here, they set their roots here. Who would be on like your Mount Rushmore? But yes, y'all have the option.
Based on what they did, or just my personal?
Just your personal opinion.
So again, it's just like when music was real to you. The Mount Rushmore is the moment you hear Mount Rushmore, you just
for your picks, like
for you.
Okay.
We Smooth had a whole debate last episode for our wrestlers of Mount Rushmore, and we almost got into it. And we family, so it's whatever is real to you.
Is what yeah.
That's hard, to be honest. That really is hard. I definitely will have us on there with no bias.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying. Flow City would definitely be on there.
Right.
I would have to definitely. I would say definitely Shiz Nitty's in there. He's got to go in there. And when I was a kid, and even now they still play Socks in the Air, bro.
Yes.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you cannot not have him on there. And it's crazy because like Bobby Dimes is right there too.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace, Bobby Dimes. You know what I'm saying?
I call them one of the same things.
Yeah, that's what I said.
If I make mine,
but they're not the same people.
They are OT work. Well, you have your own answer. Go ahead.
But Mount Rushmore's 4, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's 4.
We'll give you an honorary 5th. That's fine.
4. I'm gonna go. Dang.
I'm gonna give my reason.
You go ahead, bro. Because you seem like you know yours. Go ahead.
No, I don't know mine. I know what because me, I would put us, no bias. And when I say Shiz Nitty, I'm saying Shiz Nitty, Bobby Dimes, because they were a conglomerate stronghold in Wilmington. So when we talk about up top, it's only two. Like, you know, you got Socks in the Air and I'm on Delaware. That's the two songs. And OT Records is what they was behind them and their friends. So that's like us. You know what I mean? So that's my two already. You know what I mean? Because I rarely even think about this like this. Like, I don't even, you know, because there's so many people from here.
Right.
That's why I say Mount Rushmore's hard. But if you ask me what do I like, bro, I can name so many Delaware artists.
But when
I'm behind them a lot, bro, because I record a lot of people.
I mean, if you want to talk about artists, like you got Mike Hines, you got
that's true.
You got freaking it's somebody else. It's somebody else. Mike Hines and another country singer, man. I can't think of it. It's another one too that Mike Hines is big, but if you stay on like hip hop,
he's still hitting now.
He's still performing.
Performance. Yeah, like
so us, we got I mean, shoot, Brandon's a DJ. I mean, he's not an artist, but somebody that did stuff that's real impactful. That's what comes to my mind when you ask me about it. Like, I remember when he first got with Meek in the first show. He was at the radio station. Brand's nice, you know. I like to think about people that really was taking sacrifices when nobody else was like doing it.
Right.
You know. Somebody's put Delaware on the map. I mean, if like Suki be doing stuff too.
Yes. Yeah,
you know. I don't know, man.
That's all.
It's definitely hard. I got mine just off of just impact for me. Y'all, Flow City, Young Texas, Shiz Nitty, Bobby Dimes, and for me personally, it would be Chris Skills for my.
Chris Skills definitely is big. He put me deep to the underground world.
Yeah, because they all just showed me. Y'all all showed me different levels of hip hop. You know what I'm saying? It's Chris is like kind of like the conscious joint. Y'all just did y'all shit with like the performance in and just
would you feel the same with Pop?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Y'all
he said straight out the rip, and that's what the question. That's why. I mean, you.
But no, it's hard to put y'all in that category because So it would just be like
we would say hip hop.
Hip hop. I would call y'all a hip hop group. Like
hip hop. Like when they were asked, when they were like, even we were alternative hip hop, but that's why I was like, yeah, like we're hip hop. But then we had the pop, so I would say hip pop.
Sure, okay.
But it was just
I can respect that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
And you can say it's funny. I respect that because a lot of people, especially with MCs in a group, they will get offended by some shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
MCs will really get offended if you say pop in there, and it's not really no offense, but it makes sense though for like y'all style. But to me, y'all fit it in all three categories. To me, you know what I'm saying? So. That's why I would have y'all up there also. You know what I'm saying? So,
pop only means popular.
Yeah.
That's all it means.
Facts.
So.
Yeah, good shit. So let's get to the fun stuff.
Yep. So now, since we talked about the music, let's get to the name of the podcast. Wrestling Review. So, obvious question.
Yes.
When was wrestling real to y'all?
Man, right a rip.
Right off the rip. I'm gonna tell you how we got it. I got an old school family, so I know a lot of old school music. Like my mom had me at like 38, bro. So they were always watching old like stories, soap opera on TV, bro. One day they're flipping through the channels, and I can't necessarily remember, bro. Remember
it was a Sunday.
It was a Sunday.
Sunday night.
We lived like 3 houses down from each other. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. 3 or 4 houses. Bro, I see it and I'm amazed. I'm just like this. At the TV, I'm like, yo, I gotta tell bro. So I'm 6 years old. I leave out the house, run straight down to his house, and like, yo,
turn it on.
It's people fighting on TV.
I don't remember the second guy, but it was Billy Gunn.
Okay,
Billy Gunn.
Oh,
it was Billy Gunn, and I had to be like 5 or 6 years old.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And they let me just leave out the house. I run out the house like, yo, there are people fighting on TV. We have to see this right now. They turned it on.
We were so young, I'll never forget. We would play with wrestling, man, and like we thought certain terms of wrestling was like different terms. Like for example, like you know how they were like out of the arena.
Yeah.
He used to say out of the arena. You know what I'm saying? And we used to thought they said men's section. He got kicked in the men's section. It's men's section. It's certain things. It's like we was that young listening. We didn't know what was going on, but bro, I'm telling you, bro,
it was real straight from the jump because that changed our life from like at least the next now until now. Like you know what I'm saying?
We played with wrestling man up to like 14.
Same year.
Yeah, bro. We played with wrestling until like 14.
Like the last game, and he was like, "Yeah, this is it. We're too old. Like." It doesn't go no more, you know what I mean?
And it's crazy because when we played wrestling, man, we didn't even play the storyline of what they were doing. We had like I had G.I. Joes, so I took the G.I. Joe's guns, and like certain wrestlers were cool because their hands could fit the guns. If your hand can't fit the gun,
your action figures have different stories. I understand.
He was whack, bro. And then we always made Undertaker. We named him Un. That was his name in every game. It was Un. And Un would come on the block. We would make Un come on the block, you know, take everybody's stuff. You know what I'm saying? I know what he, bro. And he never had a gun. He would strong arm you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So like, this is
cool. A lot of stuff. Yeah,
bro.
Y'all basically turned Un into Debo. Just like, give me your stuff.
But it was crazy. But that Undertaker, it was the dead man's Ain't Undertaker.
Oh.
It wasn't Undertaker. It was dead man's Ain't Undertaker. The motorbike one.
Yeah.
Then the whole time, I don't know if y'all know, that's DMI. Y'all know what DMI is?
Enlighten us.
Okay, DMI is well, a little bit off subject, but DMI is a gang, a white people's gang that's in jail, but they are like those type of guys. So when Undertaker switched his character, Dead Man Inc., the acronym is DMI. I didn't know this until I went to jail and understood. So think of the racial type of stuff going on with that. Like DMI is like, they're not a racist group at all, but they're under BGF, which is a Baltimore group that's in prison. But this is strictly for white people. So you do have people in there. I ran into people that DMI, they call themselves dogs. You know what I mean? It's a whole culture of that, but I wouldn't have known that. I didn't know that back then until I became a man and unfortunately had to be incarcerated. And somebody's like DMI, and then one day I put it together in my head. Like, oh snap, that's Undertaker's character. Because the dude who I seen remind me just an Undertaker. And then I found out there's a whole group of them. I didn't know.
When you think about it, there's a man making these characters. Like,
So you got people coming to him with writers and everything. So now that I dropped the gym on y'all, so that character is like,
the more you know.
Right. Definitely the more you know.
Yeah, right off the rip,
right off the rip. That's how we started on wrestling.
Okay. American Bad. I remember when he first debuted.
He switched that up. He switched it up.
He had a new special, right? The Last Ride.
Remember that paper when he debuted?
On Judgment Day.
Judgment Day, yeah. He came out. Everybody's hyped. He came on a motorcycle. I'm going to be honest with you. I hated it.
You don't like it?
I didn't like it.
See, like the original Undertaker.
Original. He reminded me of Disciple of is another group.
I liked it.
It's funny you said that. They had earlier called Disciples of a Populace, whatever. Remember them? That's what it reminded me of, DOA. But yeah, I didn't like American Badass Undertaker.
American Badass Undertaker.
I loved it. It came out right at the switch up the new millennium. Like it was like
and the new finisher was high. Like the last ride
was fire.
Like the last ride was everything, bro.
The last ride was fire.
Yeah, it was good.
The last ride was fire, but I just wasn't.
That's why it was everything, bro. Like that movie was dope.
I love it.
I mean, I like Dead Man Undertaker too, but
yeah, I do too. But I love
Badass Undertaker
singing Chris Rock.
Yeah.
So what was y'all? We call it love at first match. Like, do y'all have a favorite wrestling match that stands out that y'all watch or witnessed that really just stood out to y'all? That was just like an all-time favorite match.
I never really looked at it like that. Yeah, I know early on, the first person I was really hooked on, to be honest, was Ken Shamrock. That's how I remember being on because I had to think about it. Because I know we talked about Goldberg, but I had to really sit and think about who was my first. And it was Ken Shamrock was my first love right there. You know what I'm saying? And then I rode with him a little bit, and then Stone Cold took over for me.
Right.
Not too many I just love what him and The Rock were doing because I know bro used to like him too. It was a lot of people, so we always was just like be rooting for. He like AI, I like Kobe. You know,
I like Scorpion. He likes Sub-Zero.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Oh wow!
I like Stone Cold. He like The Rock.
Who like Ken and who like Ryu? That's real.
Who's Ryu? I'm Ken.
Okay.
That's how.
I respect that.
I respect that. What about you, Rocko?
I never had. I can't say I had a favorite match. I'm more of a moment guy.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So there was some big moments that like I would never forget. Like it was a little later down, but when they had the draft, that was crazy to me. I thought that was dope. I thought that was a dope idea. The draft was dope. I definitely liked. Another moment was when when Stone Cold was feuding with Vince McMahon. Remember when Vince McMahon was in he was in the hospital.
Yeah.
That was Tory Quad.
Yeah, that was crazy to me. I don't know why. Me watching that, I was like, "Yo, bro!" Like
First time Mr. Sacco was there.
Yeah, bro. It was like, a lot of that was crazy. And then I would say when what's another big one I like? I got another moment.
Listen, when Sable, China,
Yes,
Playboy came out. What?
Oh yeah, you was telling me about it.
I got that issue still. I
had my older cousins was around, and I got put in crazy wrestling mood, cry, everything. But we used to have an attic. They have all the stuff. Bro, they had the China on a Playboy, and that's why I'm so glad I got a son now. Whole time like WWF back then.
Oh yeah,
guys,
yeah,
it was really X-rated. And then if you had cousins and older cousins, they not keeping you away from it. They gonna show you.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm telling bro what's going on.
Bro, we have a whole porn star as a wrestler. I don't know if you remember Val Venus. Dude was a whole porn star, bro. You know
I heard the lore on that. Like
Val Venus.
Yeah. I heard that. So that was his co-character basically. He was a porn star.
That was his porn star.
That's a crazy joke. Yeah.
Why do you think they inspired Edge later on as Rated R Superstar?
Yeah, that was inspired from Val Venus.
And what's crazy about Edge? I didn't like Edge growing up, but I like him now.
You like him now?
I like. I understand him more. I didn't like him as a kid, bro. And to me, bro, right. I swear on everything. I think Edge has the coolest start, bro.
Yes.
You think you know me? That's so hard to see,
That's
bro.
clean.
That's so. I'm like, that's a beat tag, bro. Imagine that.
That's
You think you know me? Beat drop. That's a crazy beat tag, bro.
On this day, I see clearly.
That joint's hard, bro.
Right. So y'all familiar with the Royal Rumble, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. So, do y'all have a Royal Rumble moment I remember, or
anything that I watched would probably be over his house because I never really had a lot of stuff in my joint, so I don't. Stone. Was that when Stone Cold was like whooping everybody's ass?
Yes,
yeah. I'm a Stone Cold fan, so that might be if I had to pick one.
I believe you were talking about the one he was getting everybody out there.
Yeah, he was away for a while.
Vince McMahon ended up winning, which fucked up my whole night.
Yeah,
but I think it was 98, 99. Yeah, talking about the 99. Yeah, that was a dope Royal Rumble. Yeah. So like, if y'all had the intro Royal Rumble, what number would you go in? If you had
bro.
30.
And on that, what would be your wrestling name?
That's a good one. I'm definitely going last though because like
30.
Yeah, I'm going. I'm trying to win.
So you want to be the main event of the Royal Rumble? That's what
I'm trying to win and go to WrestleMania. I don't got time to go. I'm a $170. I'm gonna get tossed over. By the time I come in, I need your stamina drained, and I need to.
I'm opposite. Put me in so I can get out.
Oh, no, never mind.
I'm not.
You want to get tossed over the rope immediately?
Because I'm not a $170. I'm 5'5".
Gilbert.
Probably a $135. You know what I'm saying? Hey, and it was only just Rey Mysterio. That's what ain't nobody else that did that.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody came after or before. So what I'm saying is, I like the sport of it.
I don't want to be a wrestler.
Right.
So if I could
Get
get
me
in
out
that
of there.
thing,
Right.
I would watch it knowing that. I'm glad I don't got to do it. They doing this job. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no doubt.
So I'll be like, I get in it, do my little 1-2. If I get thrown out, I'm out. I see you on the sideline.
Right, you can just get up, walk back.
I like to be an egg grasser, somebody that's running the corporation and be in the midst of it. Don't gotta do too much.
I respect that. I
And at the end, bro, I'm
what number
trying
you
to
going
win.
in, man?
I'm going 10.
Why 10?
Because, man, there's 30 people. I'm going to win. I'm going 10, dog.
Keenan, where you going?
I'm going 10.
I'm going last.
30?
I'm doing the Undertaker where I'm just going in and whoop everybody's ass.
Kamar, where you going, man?
Finish, man.
I'm going 29. I'm going second to last. And here's the only reason why. Everyone else is out. I'm still fresh. Who's ever coming in last, I'm already gassed up. I have an advantage at that point.
Man, y'all don't want to be great. I'm coming in at number 1. I'm coming in at number 1, dog. Shawn Michaels. I'm coming in at number 1, dog. I'm trying to be great. I'm trying to be great, dog.
Side question. Because we had this debate the other day. I want to clear something up. When everyone else does the smooth, Shawn Michaels does the sweet chin music. Everyone else does it. It's the super kick. Now, when you talk about it, which distinction do you do? When you talk about someone else, you do the super kick? For Shawn Michaels, do you still call it super kick, or you're like, no?
I never called it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Super kick ever. It's sweet.
I never have.
Thank you.
I'm being honest.
Thank you.
Never did it.
Sweet chin music.
We're not stamping no super kick.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hitting it with a sweet chin so quick.
Thank you. I had to prove my point.
That's how we feel like.
I had to prove my point. Because when we talked about this 2 episodes ago, Ant-Man was like, Shawn Michaels did the super kick. I was like, no, that is blasphemous. If HBK hits you with that move, it's not super kick, it is sweet chin music.
I hear y'all. But
You say super kick?
it's super kick.
No.
Listen, just hear me.
Let me take my glasses.
Tell him.
The only reason why is because back in the day, Yokozuna was hitting him with the kick, and Yokozuna was crazy.
We're not talking about
That's a super kick, though. That's not the sweet chin music.
The Usos do it now.
I'm talking about
Yokozuna used to, Yokozuna big boy used to
Hear me out. Y'all are listen. Hear me out. Y'all are right.
First about who did it better.
Exactly. No. Exactly. Listen. Y'all are right. Y'all are right in regards of it being called sweet chin music. All I'm saying is when Shawn Michaels came back to remember when he left and then he came back at a time during the ruthless aggression era, they was calling it the super kick. Like it would be sometimes they would say super kick. That's the only reason why I would say super kick. Also, I would just substitute. It was like a nickname for sweet chin music. You know what I'm saying?
But you know better, so you do better.
You're right, but I'm still gonna call it super kick. You know what I'm saying?
But you know that's not it.
It's kind of like saying stunner. Like you say Stone Cold Stunner. Now when other people do it, they call it the stunner because it's not Stone Cold.
Exactly.
It's the same thing.
But it's still the stunner.
When you say Stone Cold, you don't here's the stunner. You don't say Stone Cold Stunner. But other people, your body just say stunner. Because it's Stone Cold.
Or even like Randy's move, the RKO, where it was someone else's beforehand. Randy added the twist, and now everyone else do the RKO.
But if you do the move, they're gonna call it a cutter. They're not gonna call it the RKO.
Or a diamond cutter.
Or a diamond cutter. They're gonna call it a cutter.
That's true.
But I wasn't a fan of Randy like that. But bro, that RKO
everywhere
is impeccable.
Yeah, I wasn't a fan of him either.
I was not a fan of what he was doing, whatever he did. But when I really looked at it, because like I said, I got a son that's 10 now, so it's like I look at it and he's a RKO, and I'm like, I'm like, oh my god!
And he's like, so the range that he's done, he's like,
oh, and I love it. You can just niggas go up. Go up.
The best RKO Randy has pulled off, and that's because they jobbed that move so hard. But I don't care. The best one he's pulled off. It was basically, I think it was SummerSlam. It was him.
It was outside.
And Seth freaking Rollins.
WrestleMania.
It was WrestleMania. Thank you for correcting me. Yeah, where basically Seth went off his leg to do the curb stomp from high up. And Randy caught him with the RKO.
And was fake, and he faked him out, right?
Yes, he faked him out. And mind you, because we know it's basically a trampoline, Seth's getting mad airtime, so we're thinking this curb stomp's gonna hit. Randy, boom!
It's like he popped up.
RKO! And Randy was just... He's called a Viper for a reason. The way he was just like,
he did him dirty.
that was so clean.
It's crazy. I didn't like him because of, like, he was like, you know, he's a legend killer. He was taking it. I'm like, bro, I don't like. I hated that.
Yeah, dog.
All the people I liked, he used to hit him with the punch too. Yeah,
he run across the ring and bow.
I hated Randy. I hated Randy Orton, and I hated Batista at that time. I didn't like Batista.
Man, you just hated Evolution. You just hated Evolution.
I didn't.
I was mad Triple H because Triple H wouldn't let no one beat him.
Triple H was my guy though.
I would like Triple H.
Triple H is definitely in my top 5. That's my guy.
Triple H.
I like his moveset.
I had a hard time adjusting to Triple H because, like, I'm a Stone Cold fan. It's like he was like the step selling of Van and all that stuff. It's like, man,
I like his moveset.
Then I like HBK, so then they was beefing, and I was like, I didn't like that.
But yeah, came back, Shawn Michael beats him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So real quick, so I just got the probability for a number 30 entrance Royal Rumble, and y'all got the highest chance
to win.
Yeah,
of course.
1 or 3 people won, but the most won. And number 30 was 5 of them. 5 people.
5 people won at number 30.
Mm-hmm.
They cheat.
And 10 from number 10. You're not even on here, Ant. Ain't nobody won from 10, dog.
Yeah, bro.
27 was the original. Was it 27?
Yeah, 27.
27 was the original number that won the most Royal Rumbles. But
so before we
30
close
is that number.
we want to do y'all a memory. Do you have a memory lane?
What you mean,
like Well, y'all kind of did hit us with some memory lanes on the low. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm talking about.
If you don't remember, bro, I can give you
just anything y'all remember. Just
stand up for your rise. Who went up? Who went up?
He used to have a trampoline in the back, so we was wrestling. On people jumped off the house on
Swanton Bomb, bro.
Matter of fact, then his parents had to have a contract drew up for the kids that came out here.
Damn,
that's a memory. Like, it was used to be a whole thing. BB guns in the backyard. And wrestling on the trampoline when he first moved from in town out here. So that, now we could go.
Wait, they would have a contract to come over
to get on the trampoline because you got hurt. They didn't want to be like they want to be
responsible.
Yeah, we was going buku. Like, before you know it, Rock was on the roof.
Swanton bombing over there.
Oh man!
Hey, yo,
I'm serious. No, I was Daredevil, bro. I really was. And like Nino was the worst because he don't like doing crazy high fly stuff. So like. I'm like, all right, at least let me put you in.
Hence me going first on the road.
I can dig it.
I'm like, at least let me put you in the F5. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, let me put you in the F5. I put him up, right? And as I'm trying to lift him up, he's keeping his body weight there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Hence my Bill Goldberg love.
Yeah, Bill Goldberg hurting people.
I'll bring it back for you.
Bill Goldberg hurting people, right?
Don't tell me. Let
me tell you.
You know what's going on.
Let me tell you what happened. So look, he come back and put him in the F5. I'm lifting him up. He keeps his body weight stiff. My back goes out.
Yeah, I know.
I'm like, yo.
No selling.
Look at him. I hate Goldberg, bro.
No
trash,
selling.
dog. You guys want to get on Goldberg, saying
why did you like Goldberg?
I love the belt too. Why'd you try to take my belt when I had the action figure?
That was another thing I did.
I had the belt. He stole my belt.
Damn,
we went to
that.
Grandma took us. His grandma took us, right? To the Toys R Us. We used to go all the time. You know what I'm saying?
The R.P. Toys R Us.
Let me tell you why.
Boom. And I forgot who he got.
I got Sting.
You got Sting.
And at that time, that's when you could squeeze their legs and they can do their special. So mine did a Sting splash.
Yeah.
His there's like a little jackhammer thing, but he came with the belt.
Yeah,
mine came with the belt.
Yeah.
So when we come in the game, but he always created the storyline. He had the imagination that was going buku. So y'all better know he had the belt sometime soon after that. That's just what's going on.
What was the storyline? Yeah.
I don't remember.
It was a lot. We kept it going. I would be staying the night, so like.
Right.
I was at his house one day and I was like, yo, bro, can I use the belt, man? Can I eat cop? He's like, no. I said, all right, bet. His mom called him in there for a grilled cheese.
No swiping.
I seen that belt. I was like,
Swiper, no
that's my belt today. That's my belt today, yo.
Right.
Hey, yo.
So actually, before we go on memory lane, we do have one major section that we wanted to do. and I'm gonna let Game Boy take this over because this is his main section. It is time, everybody, for this or that.
Oh snap! Yeah, man.
This or that. This or that.
Y'all
this or
busting up
that.
so much.
Yeah.
What's the this or that? I'm
So
excited.
this or that is where I'm going to ask you either one or the other, and you got to answer instantly.
Got you.
And it's just 1 minute. You both get 1 minute. So we're gonna
And boom, boom. You got hit him.
Yeah.
If you ever seen those Would You Rather things online, it's basically that, but trivia style.
Got you.
So it's like,
it's trivia.
Not exactly.
It's your opinion.
Okay.
It's your opinion.
You can get with this, or you can get with that.
So the question goes for both of us, or
It's gonna go
Either way.
We're gonna start with Rocko for 60 seconds for 1 minute.
Okay.
We're gonna do one with you for 1 minute.
okay?
Gotcha.
But everybody gets it, so wherever it go, it go.
Got you.
All right. So, am I up?
The timer, Amy.
We both getting different questions because I got I got time to chill with mine.
Yeah, we'll start with Rocko.
Okay,
man.
good.
All right, Joe.
Don't get too comfy now.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
I'm gonna start you off right now, okay?
I'm gonna hit him.
All right, Rocko. Which theme music was better, HBK or Bret Hart?
HBK.
NWO or DX?
DX.
Ric Flair, Dustin Rhodes.
Ric Flair.
Sweet Chin Music or Sharpshooter?
Sharpshooter.
Okay.
Thunder or Nitro?
Ooh. Nitro.
I got one Sharpshooter, Scorpion, Deathlock.
Huh?
I got one.
Huh?
I got one. Rock Bottom or GTS?
GTS is what?
Go to sleep.
Oh, rock bottom.
Let me see. Puppies. Would you rather see puppies or
Oh, yeah.
or the buns?
Puppies, bro.
What? Hey, yo.
Puppies.
Yo, that's
crazy.
time right there. Yo, that's time. Yo, we had a bit. That's time.
Yeah, come on, puppies, man. That's why I liked it so much. I said that to you. I said, growing up watching wrestling, that's the reason why I'm a
man.
All right, here we go.
Jeez.
Nino, we about to start you off in 3, 2, 1. Cheers.
All right, Nino, Sable or Trish?
Sable.
Okay.
That's my baby.
WCW or WWF?
Oh, WWF.
U.S. title or Intercontinental Championship?
U.S.
Okay.
Goldberg or Gilbert?
Stop.
Goodbye.
Macho Man or Ultimate Warrior?
Macho Man.
Okay.
WrestleMania or Royal Rumble?
WrestleMania.
Undertaker choke slam or the Big Show choke slam?
Undertaker.
So you said, all right, so Dead Man, Undertaker, or
American
Badass?
What's the difference?
It's the same person.
No.
No, Dead Man, Dark Side Undertaker.
Oh, Dark Side.
Dark Side
Okay.
Undertaker or American Badass?
Oh, American Badass.
Okay.
Well, we got 5 seconds.
5 seconds.
DX Shawn Michaels or Religious Shawn Michaels?
DX.
Wow.
All right.
Wow.
I didn't get nothing from my baby. You said religious?
Yeah.
Right now,
Yeah,
What you get?
No, you answered my first question. You got
Oh, okay. What, the Sable and,
it.
what was your first question? Because I didn't get nothing from you.
Why did I just forget it? I just said it too.
I got a question for all y'all.
I didn't get one.
I got a question for everybody.
Go.
Okay.
I want to know what is, off the top of your favorite theme music. No matter if it's a group, it don't matter if it's a person. What's
Off the top,
off the top?
Gangrel.
RVD, one of a kind.
Gangrel.
D-Generation.
Rod Van Dam,
hard.
one of a kind.
Rob Van Dam.
D-Generation X.
Damn right. Damn
Which
right.
version?
You said-
Hold
you said
on.
Gangrel.
The original
Let's
one
look at
or the DMX version? Not the DMX, sorry, DMC.
The Run DMC version now. The
Nah.
Oh, can I
The
switch
original.
mine? Can I switch
original.
mine? I'm sorry.
You say- I'm about to say-
X-Pac.
Oh yeah, that's a good
Yeah.
one. Everybody say, come on, Gangrel.
Yeah,
I'm about to say Psycho Sid, dog.
Psycho Sid. Oh, wow.
Sid, dog.
How does this go? I forgot.
It's like noise. It's just loud.
Don't be hating on Psycho
Wow.
Sid,
All
dog.
this is some irritating.
Yeah,
Don't be hating. They're gonna hate.
It's like
Haters are gonna hate.
it's like
Haters are gonna
distorted
hate.
ass
Haters
voice,
are gonna hate. No, that's
Hold
what
on.
put it on.
No
to.
say.
That's what I'm doing right now.
What's your favorite theme song from WWE?
Favorite.
What's the, it might be,
Oh, I think it was Do Love. Not Do
no,
Love.
it's that, what's one of my favorites? That,
Hulk Hogan.
yeah, I'm coming down and it hurts to fall.
Oh,
He done hit my explode right now.
I'm gonna be honest.
No.
Y'all said yours, but when the Hawkster came out, and I know he's a little racist now, I heard, but like
That song was low key racist. I'm a real American. What's a real American?
I don't even care. When he came out,
That's Donald Trump.
the light, he's here with.
No. Don't compliment Donald Trump like that.
Yeah.
I'm a real American. That's to make America great again, dog. That's equivalent to make America great again.
I don't know why when I hear that, it make me think of Dude Love. What was his? I forgot.
Yeah, Hulk Hogan's top.
What about you, Rocco?
DX.
Which version?
Dun, 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 dun. So you ready? Get ready.
Look, it's a valid question.
Break it down.
DMC one is cool, but
The original was fun.
Bro, that DX joint crazy, bro.
Yeah.
That DX, I still to this day I could play that joint and just rock to it. For real, I need to sample it and make a beat out of it.
yeah.
That would be fire.
That joint's crazy, bro. That is like literally, that song is hard, bro. That song is hard.
No doubt. That's about it, ain't it?
And that's about it. So now it is time for our memory lane.
Do we have any current events?
I don't think we do.
You know what? The mother did Mama Rosa came back.
Hold on. Wait, hold on. Relax real quick.
If you got a current event, you can go ahead and take it over.
Well, relax. So, the Royal Rumble's coming up. I actually talk about that, even though we kind of placate on it. So, for the fans out there, they got Randy Orton versus LA Knight, AJ Styles, and Roman Reigns. That's a big match, but I don't foresee Roman losing the belt. I think from somehow, some way, he's still going to retain the title because of The Rock being back.
You said Randy Orton's going to be in that match?
Yeah.
I'm going Randy.
And the Rock coming back, like you said, plays a huge
That's my
part
guy.
in what's going on. And I don't know if it's true. I heard allegedly he signed a one-fight deal. So that's kind of...
With The Rock?
Yeah.
Oh,
it's kind of weird to me. It makes sense, but I don't like that because that means he's going to lose. Because if he signs a one-fight deal, I don't want to see him lose to Roman Reigns, dog. Like, just don't come back. You feel me? I just don't want to see him lose.
Why would he put himself there to lose to Roman?
Why would you sign a one-fight deal? If you win the belt, that means you got to stay and defend the title.
You also got to think about it. Rock's schedule may not allow him to do more than that.
Or at the same time, he gonna lead that. He on that. I want to see how this shit plays out first, and then if it's actually cooking like that, I might come to the table for something else.
Whatever that one fight is,
it's a one fight.
Millions.
So my thing is, think about it though. If you come back somewhere to sign something for a one show deal, if you sign for a one fight deal, that means it's just
you're gonna lose. What was the deal?
It's not because
Rock is spoken
John
for.
Cena. He beat John Cena at WrestleMania.
And then you come back 2-3 years down the line again. The next deal.
But
one and done. That's the deal.
But my thing is, I feel what y'all saying. Maybe I'm thinking too much into it. But I'm
just getting 10 mil for this. What?
Yeah, of
I'll
course.
see y'all in another 2-3 years when
I just want to see one of my childhood heroes lose to Roman Reigns, fam. That's all. I just want to see.
You also keep forgetting if he does lose to Roman, that's a family thing. And Rock's still gonna hit him up later, and be like, I let you win that, right?
He's the head of the table.
You really looking too deep in it because for real, on some bullshit, The Rock might beat Roman and just walk away on a sunset shit, and then that's just Roman.
Look at what happened with Punk when he won his title and was like, "Yeah, I got it, peace."
It's interesting. That's all I'm gonna say. It's interesting.
That's what I'm saying. So the Royal Rumble's dope with that. Then they got the big match right now because they don't have the Seth Rollins match figured out just yet because they got the Jinder Mahal. We're going to talk about that in a second. about to fight for the heavyweight title.
Man, y'all saying some names I don't even know. I haven't been watching it up to this point. Y'all got some names on there.
We gotta make sure we only keep up for the fans. You know what I mean? We gotta make sure we keep up with the fans.
On that, have y'all been tuning into the podcast? Have y'all been listening?
I have. Yeah, I'm talking about of newer wrestlers. I haven't been keeping up. Yeah,
I just figured we asked for like shameless plug. Yeah. What do you like about our show that you've heard it as like an audience member and now as a guest?
What is my favorite thing about your show?
Yeah,
I love the what is it called? Like the
camaraderie.
That camaraderie. Like it's like really down to earth. It doesn't feel like
forged.
Yeah,
like forged. It makes sense.
Yeah, it feels real earthy.
Organic.
Yeah, yeah. That's a good one. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like the fact that ain't nobody doing it. You see what I'm saying? Once I heard it, I'm already a fan. You know, nobody work. Well, you know, that's the lane.
Exactly.
Yeah, no one is doing that.
Nobody's doing that.
That's true.
We just again wrestling. We get not everybody still watches it, but one thing about wrestling, it brings people together for conversation.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's what we really kind of lack. A lot of time people are just talking about the same, just toxic stuff. You know what I mean? Oh, relationships, you should do that. And men should do, you know what I mean? Fuck that. Let's just talk. Remember back in the day when we did this and we did that? Just conversation, man, and just, that's
that is dope, bro.
Yeah, that's true. And wrestling just brings that. Everybody's watched wrestling at one point in their life. You feel me?
Absolutely.
Whether if it was casual, something, and it just brings up discussions. You feel me? So yeah.
But just a real quick wrap up what I was talking about. Ant, who do you think is going to win the Rumble, and why?
I don't know, man. I'm gonna say Rock's gonna win the Royal Rumble.
He's not even going to be in it,
dog.
You think he's going to be in it?
I don't know, dog.
Oh my God, man.
Dog.
To hear Rock's music come in Royal Rumble would be crazy pop.
Look, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't even know. You don't know. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's crazy. Because they got this thing set up so CM Punk is going to win. I'm over CM Punk right now. They got too much firepower.
Because you're a hater.
They got too much firepower right now. I'm not worried about it. They got too much firepower right now.
I never like CM Punk.
You know what I'm saying? Nobody looking at no ones. Ain't nobody scared of nothing. That's what they see.
Because of personality.
Yeah. I think CM Punk
down, yo.
You think you got CM Punk?
I think CM Punk going.
You're on the train now.
No, he got a belt. He got the belt or something.
Nah, he just made a comeback.
He just came back.
And,
he just came back from AEW.
So what are they doing a push?
Yeah, pretty much. He was never supposed to come back ever because he had a falling out with them,
right?
And he made a big return that no one's seen coming. So we just think he's gonna return and get a shot.
Cody's not winning it.
That'd be dope.
Cody's not winning it. Cody's gonna do his film.
That'd be dope.
I mean, you already know I got Punk winning, so I ain't got no point.
Who you got, Ring announcer?
I'm probably gonna go with Punk. They didn't bring him back just to job him.
That sounds about right. I haven't even been watching.
Let's be real. If they brought back somebody just to job and them to lose, I love him. I love him dearly. If they brought somebody back just to lose, they would have called Dolph. And Dolph Ziggler works hard. The way he's gotten screwed over so many times, it's not even funny. If they would have brought him back just to lose, that's something they would have did for Dolph. They're not bringing back CM Punk for no reason. They have something they want to do with him.
That comment hurt my feelings, man.
I mean, you had to go there.
Yeah, that's true.
That's the truth. Those facts. But I think
CM Punk's way more marketable.
Yeah,
he got a name.
Just the whole story alone is just something that's just gonna bring people out to see that. Like,
that's great.
You gotta accept that hater. I'm talking
We're gonna see what happens when it happens. You know what I'm saying? I know when he loses, when he loses, I'm gonna clown you all. That's what I'm gonna say.
So, Ant-Man, who you got your spotlight on this go around, man?
Oh man. Oh no!
You just talking about the mind.
Stop, dog. Yo, kill my people, dog. I'm not with Monday Maharaja, dog. Jinder Mahal, you know what I'm saying? He holding down for the fans that want to be great, you know what I'm saying? The modern day Maharaja.
What's his name? What's his name?
Jinder Mahal, dog. You know what's funny though? Talk about Randy Orton. He took out Randy Orton, beat that man for the belt. You know what I'm saying? Took him out. Took out the whole cats out there. You know what I'm saying? Came out there with the suit on there. No. he beat Randy Orton first before the Punjabi prison match. You know what I'm saying? But we holding out the fans on the edge of the Mahal. You know what I'm saying?
That name hot though.
Yo, Jinder Mahal. You know what I mean?
We're gonna have to look him up.
Name so hard.
Yo, Jinder Mahal.
He tough though. He tough.
So Jinder Mahal right now, they haven't used him for like a whole year, and then now when they brought The Rock back, they actually used him as a swerve. So originally they were like, oh, well, we're bringing back a champion to their show, a former champion. So when they said we're bringing back a former champion, Jinder Mahal is the one that came out because he's actually a former world champion. So he came out, he did his little spill, and then The Rock came out. And then that was the whole big thing because he was pretty much touched by The Rock. So then...
Pause.
Yeah, that's pause that because there's a lot of fruit for him going on in 2024. But so the next week they got him pretty much working with the world champion. So they trying to push Jinder.
Okay.
Jinder Mahal.
Yeah.
He was part of they were jobbing him out. They were using him as a nobody at one point, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, they were like they gave him a title match, and everybody figured like he was going to lose. He won the title match,
beat Randy Orton.
But they were using him because they were about to go over to India. So
trying to take away his accomplishment because they were trying to go over to India. Yo, he was the Monday Maharaja.
He's Indian. And they're about to go over to India, and they wanted to push the whole thing to go ahead and get their market right. Exactly. They were being smart, but they're crazy.
He was the best wrestler in the world.
Oh, no.
The Monday Maharaja. You know what I'm saying?
Smart. Yeah, so that's Jinder Mahal, man. But so, yeah, as a ring announcer, we're about to bring it over. So we got this whole thing called Memory Lane. Go ahead, man.
Yeah. So basically with Memory Lane, this is just anything you want to talk about. It could be wrestling related. It could just be a good childhood memory. It could be even, when y'all was starting with your music, something that was important to you. So we're going to start with the main crew first, and we're going to throw it to y'all so see how it's done. So, Mike, you got the floor.
I think the first time I ever was hurt by wrestling event was when WrestleMania 15, I was watching it. I think I was like 10, 9, 10, whatever. X-Pac fought Shane McMahon at WrestleMania, and Triple H turned his back on DX and joined the corporation. I thought that was super whack. I thought he was super lame for that. And that was pretty much the beginning of Triple H's form to the Cerebral Assassin. I think that was like his first stage, like Cell, his first stage, and pretty much betraying X-Pac. And I
want to see that again. I'm glad you.
Yeah, bro, that hurt, bro. That hurt. So that was something.
I always had to watch it after.
Yeah,
I never got to see it live.
And that match was low key underrated, bro. Shane McMahon versus X-Pac. That was a really good match. That was a really good match.
It was pretty good.
If y'all get the time, check that match out. It was a pretty crazy match. But that's when Triple H pretty much turned and it sucked. Yeah. That's my memory lane.
Go ahead, brother.
I remember watching WrestleMania 17 and was just really upset that Vince McMahon had actually helped Stone Cold beat The Rock. And I just to this day, that is one of the craziest endings of any match I've ever seen in my life. Because the whole time up before that, Stone Cold ain't never had any love for Vince McMahon, and vice versa. It was always just combative. You know what I'm saying?
I love when they were cool though. Like when it was a rivalry with them, but it was like when they were cool, it was a respect thing there too. Like your dad, but he was a son that he kind of was mad at all the time.
He about to hit you with that stunner at 80 times, so you had to play it right.
That was a weird time,
you could be drinking beer with him and he hit you with the stunner. Or what? That's what I love.
It was just crazy to me because The Rock just was coming up heavy. company. And so The Rock was the powerhouse, and The Rock had the belt. And it was just like, you're so used to Stone Cold. You're so used to Stone Cold having the belt.
Yeah.
And then when The Rock has it, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, okay. And then when they're out there in the match, and then you just don't know who's going to win. And then the determining factor was Vince McMahon. It was just like, yo, you just messed up The Rock. Like, what? Where did it come from, bro? You don't even like this man. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So that was one of mine, you know what I mean? Here you go, bro.
So for me, since everybody's just talking about when they were mad, and clearly it's talking about WrestleMania, the only WrestleMania that made me mad was WrestleMania 14 with Shawn Michaels and Stone Cold, because I didn't do the whole internet thing where you saw the rumors and tabloids and things like that. So I didn't know Shawn Michaels was hurt.
Shit, none of us did. That was a time where...
that's what I'm saying. There's no really such thing as the internet at this point. Or if it is, it's very vague, and it's only for, if you're a kid, it's only for when you go to school. That's pretty much it. But... I mean, yeah, that's pretty much it. But
still, like, he was young. He was too young for that.
Correct. Yeah. So WrestleMania 14, I'm telling you, like, I mean, I was the biggest Shawn Michaels fan, and I was whipped over my boy Dante's, who was a big Stone Cold fan. And so it was one of those, you watching Boston and the Lakers, you're watching the Ravens and the Steelers, you're watching the Cowboys and Eagles. Like, that was like, and it's WrestleMania, so it was like the big bowl, so you hype. I know Shawn is walking out with that belt because he's HBK. He's a showstopper, the headline, the main event. But Stone Cold was on this crazy rocket that could not be denied at the time, man. And Shawn Michaels, his back was hurt. And you can just tell it was hurt the whole match. Like, especially when Stone Cold threw him to the turnbuckle and he flipped and he hit that turnbuckle and said, bam! Like, and you can just see his back just pretty much break in that moment. And it was just sad.
Even how he took the stunner, you could tell.
Yeah, it was all bad.
It was hurting.
It was all bad. So to see that match and to see Stone Cold win, and my boy was so hyped. So I remember vaguely he was jumping on because we were in the basement of his parents' house. He was jumping on the couch doing the Stone Cold shit. So I was mad. And me being the...
Did you stun him?
Nah. I super kicked his ass. I super kicked his ass because
he hit him with a
I didn't hit it.
Hold on. Wait. Time out. Is he HBK?
Thank you.
Is he HBK?
Thank you.
He's not HBK.
That's the reason why I said that. I'm not Shawn Michaels.
He's Keenan Austin. Let's get that right. He can do a super kick. If it's Shawn Michaels,
I didn't catch him on the chin.
It's a sweet chin music.
If I caught his ass on the chin, then I definitely would have called sweet chin music.
Yeah, sure.
But I caught him on the ear. So that was good enough for me. And I dropped his ass. Whatever. Yeah, I felt good. Whatever did. Whatever. Y'all hate so bad and just stinks, man.
Since we talking about when wrestling hurt us,
yeah, man.
I have one.
Right.
So this is another time where, you know, my uncle and I
hope nobody takes one.
Oh, don't worry. Because mine's is more recent, if anything.
Okay, cool.
Like within the last 10 or so years. So this is one of those times I was watching the WWE match at Buffalo Wild Wings with my uncle. It was the match, and I remember it because I didn't really like him at first, but I was hot that night when this happened. This is the match where Daniel Bryan won the championship, and then he got ambushed by Triple H, who was the referee for the match, and Randy came in with his Money in the Bank, and immediately I saw that. I'm like, what the heck? Mind you, I wasn't a big Daniel Bryan fan at the time, but I'm also like, he won his match, like he did all the work. And then he gets sniped like this?
And he loses the belt. That's
I was so hot. I'm like, nah, that's dirty. Like Randy was fighting dirty, but no, that was crazy.
Nobody saw it coming, especially the fact that you didn't see Triple H all of a sudden turning on Daniel Bryan like that, because Triple H was sticking with his corporate character at that point. So when he pulled that move, it was like, word. Because at that point, him and Randy already had beef.
Because of
at that point.
Because of the DX days into Evolution. They always had beef.
They had beef, so that's what made it crazy, man. It was like, wow. So yeah, it was out of nowhere. It was out of nowhere, bro.
Alright, for mine, a moment that was crazy, that hurt me, bro. Because
I hope you don't say
I'm not, because Kane is one of my.
Bro,
yes.
What when he turned? When which one called turn on?
Nah.
Oh.
Nah.
I'm about to say, so entwined. I gotta say, like,
mine was when he took his mask off, bro.
We spoke on that, y'all.
Oh my god!
I think you got it.
Shout out to that pose.
Because like when he took his mask off, it's not what I envisioned.
Yeah,
and then his character after with the no mask was.
Because you're talking about the first Kane mask. Yeah.
It hurt me, bro. Like that.
He didn't even have no hair.
Yeah,
Yo, he had the Steve Harvey, he had the wig.
Oh, Steve Harvey wig on, dog.
What's the oil smeared
Yeah.
It was hot, bro.
Had the whole wig on with the
It was
bag.
hot, bro. That right there, that was a moment that really hurt me, bro.
Nah, that really was like, what?
Oh,
You just felt like he was lied to.
Yeah.
That one was almost as bad as when they demasked Rey Mysterio that one match.
His wasn't as bad.
No.
Because they've been telling you.
No.
He's the worst
Rey
unmasking
was
ever,
worse.
dog.
No,
That's the
Kane's
worst
is way worse.
Yeah, but they've been telling you what Kane looked like for years,
Kane
bro.
looked busted and disgusting.
He was supposed to be
It was like, damn, you need to put that mask back on.
Disfigured or something. I'm
Right.
like, bro, this
Why you look regular? Yo, you look
like a
regular.
janitor.
Right.
Janitor with 2K on.
Right.
I just got a new one in my head basically when I was thinking about it. But the first one I was going to say is when like Undertaker turned on Kane. And
Yeah.
But the moment was when I realized wrestling was fake. That's what hurt. Because I didn't always know. And this is when wrestling was real to me.
Yeah.
So really what really took me out was like, this ain't real. Like, you know, it was along the line of me flying out Santa Claus and all that, but wrestling, we held that to the That was like couldn't nobody talk bad about wrestling.
Right.
You might get stunned if you say something about wrestling. Yo, I might just rock like that. Like, so when I really, that was a piece. But when the story of like when Undertaker went bad and he turned his back on Kane, and who was he with? Who was he with? Paul Bearer and all that. I wanted to choke slam. So bad. I was already scared of Undertaker as a kid up until that point, but once he did it, I wanted him. I was going.
That's right before he started the Ministry of Darkness.
Yeah, that was it.
I was scared of Undertaker too, and Gangrel.
That
too. That whole blood thing.
I think Kane was the scariest to me. He just reminded me of Mike Myers, bro. He was just wild.
That was basically the whole point about him.
They had that.
That was my god. The original Kane,
was
bro.
like the original scariest wrestler.
I forgot which Kane it was. There was another Kane.
Original scariest wrestler. I'd give that to Cactus Jack.
It was the outfit where and I forgot what mask it was. That Kane was so hard, bro. It was right before the masking, bro. I mean the demasking. He had on like
the black and
with the fishnet type thing.
The black and red, the see-through.
Yes, that drawing.
That was fire. Yeah,
that one was
it was a flame. He had the flame in the fishnet.
Yes, bro.
That was
Kane because Kane was like a reuse, like a Kane situation with Undertaker.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
because they both had the same moveset, but they did it different. The choke slam was different. The tombstone was different. And then Kane was a little high flyer too. Like he would jump off the top rope with the little
and cuff you in the neck,
like that little uppercut. You don't even know what you're doing. Like he don't even hit you. Niggas just go out. That was my guy, bro.
Kane was fire, dog.
Oh my god, bro.
And then they turned him into corporate Kane. God,
trash, bro.
Oh my god.
You go from a burnt up, dead brother to a corporate governor. Like, yo, you whack.
Crazy.
Like, they did that.
They destroyed him.
Yeah, they killed Kane.
They had a great character, and they just destroyed it over time. Over time, they destroyed him, man.
That's why you said RVD too, but RVD, he's in my top 5 too.
Yes.
That's a good pick.
RVD's in my top 5, bro.
I have a thing for the high flyers where it's something when you're able to work, the ring, but then you get on that top rope, and whatever move you pull out, whoever is going to be hit by it,
yeah,
depending on how it is, they could be standing up. Boom. Bro. They're laying on the ground.
Yeah.
Boom.
I just seen a video of I don't really watch too much now, but the dude Ricochet, he's very
wild.
talented.
Yeah.
I like him, bro.
Yeah.
Ricochet.
Some of his stuff can be a little exaggerated, but I fucks with him. Like,
he's definitely like athletic, and then also too, I know people. I probably get killed for this, but what's his name? The fake boxer. I can't think of his name.
Jake Paul.
Bro, he's talented too.
Nah, he's super dope. Nah,
I seen that match. I said, whoa.
Nah, he's good.
I'm like, oh snap! I didn't know.
Logan Paul, yeah.
The fake boxer.
No. Jake's the boxer. Logan's the wrestler.
Logan Paul. No, Jake's the wrestler. I'm tripping. Jake's the wrestler. Yeah.
No,
Logan's
the wrestler. Jake's the boxer.
But like, I'm like, yo, he's talented.
So who do you like, the boxer or the wrestler?
I don't know whoever did the match.
I know you, man.
Logan Paul.
Yeah, he's talented.
So Logan Paul.
Yeah, Logan, he did box too. That's why he called him the fake one. I think that's why he called him the fake one.
Yeah. But I'm saying he's talented, bro.
Yeah.
He's talented, bro.
Now Logan's dope.
So who is, real quick before we wrap up, who is your top 5 and who's your top 5?
Top 5. Not in any specific order.
Yeah, no order.
The Rock.
Got you.
RVD, Kane. X-Pac.
Yes, sir.
4.
And I'm going to go. This is much interchangeable, so I'm just gonna go. Sting.
Okay.
I go Sting.
All right.
I got straight bangers.
You ain't got no HBK.
I did like HBK, but he wasn't in my top 5.
Man.
Oh,
Yeah, I did like.
Good. My soul hurt.
I'm so hurt.
I am a fan of HBK, but for the sake of this, I'm not going to put him in the top 5. But he's like he's an honorable mention for me. But Eddie Guerrero.
Ooh, yes.
Stone Cold.
Mhm.
You know who was like, okay. If I was to say HBK, I feel like him and Ric Flair have something about themselves that like.
Okay.
I got an old school fam, so hear me out.
We can give you that.
If I do
No, we're not crucifying you. Talk your talk.
Like HB and Ric Flair in their one.
Okay.
Just the showmanship, that Rolex swearing, and then that, you know what I mean? Yes, I love it. I love it.
So that's technically 3.
Yeah. Gotta give it to Undertaker.
Why you put your boy Vischer in there?
Don't forget you.
I see real Vischer, dog. Y'all wrong with Vischer
Man,
too.
forget y'all. And you know what? This is what I'm gonna do. I gotta give it to. Well, of course, Gobo's my boy, but like to be like really honest about appreciating the game, John Cena.
Yes.
I love what he's done, and I wasn't always a fan of his. But if I really have to be truthful on what people did for the game, y'all want to talk about The Rock, you want to talk about acting, you want to talk about taking stuff.
Thank
if
you.
you don't, it's hating.
It's hating.
I hate that
No,
shit.
I look.
Me too.
He got in, got out, got his money, and he did what he did, and he changed the game.
Let me take this thing out. I'm gonna put Triple H in there.
Whether you want to, like, you know what I'm saying?
Triple H.
Whether you want to do it or not, he's a great. You know, everybody else is like what I really like, and from people like Undertaker, his impact was
It's
unmatched.
what you like or who actually did.
Like Stone Cold's my personal favorite, you know. And I like
When I
him and
said
stuff,
it,
but like, you know what I mean?
When I said it, it was wrong.
Can I ask y'all?
I said the
can you
same
name
thing, it was
somebody that
wrong.
you can't stand?
Fuck Hogan.
That we can't stand?
Fuck Hogan.
Oh my
You just couldn't stand their
god.
character,
Fuck
the wrestler.
Hogan.
So Hogan.
And then
Vicky, good at him.
I'll rock with the Hollywood.
I hated Vicky.
Yeah, I think we on the.
I couldn't stand Vicky.
Mine would be Harper Holly.
That's super bad.
And then it's tough enough. Like he just was a dickhead. I didn't ever like Hardcore Holly, bro. I did not like Hardcore Holly, bro. And when he did it, Spike Dudley, to slam him like that, I'm like, bro, he was just a dick, bro.
Yo, he used to do Spike dirty,
bro.
Yeah.
Dirty.
He had to slam him.
Yeah, bro. He bouncing off the goddamn canvas and stuff. I'm like, bro, I hate Hardcore Holly, bro.
He was a dick, dog. Yeah, he was.
I hate Hardcore Holly, bro.
That's funny. I never heard that. That's funny. That's
Mike, who did you hate?
Hulk Hogan.
He's a Hulk Hogan.
Hulk Hogan, John Cena for me too.
What about you, bro?
Why you hate John Cena?
Somebody you bang with.
Just don't feel him.
I mean, like, if you guys did before, of course, I'll say Gold Dust. But, like, I'm a real nigga, so,
Oh, you go catch heat on that one.
I mean, hey,
That's like good,
hey,
He was a good wrestler, though. He can actually really wrestle.
I never even acknowledged, like, whatever he was getting into. This was Christ, man. No, I mean, hey, support your own, whatever you like to do, you like to do. But when I seen it, I was like, it's like, nah, can't do it, no matter what.
I respect.
What about The Godfather?
Fire.
Maybe The Godfather.
Godfather was cool. He was cool.
So I didn't like Raven.
Oh, wow, that's ECW, right?
Damn right.
I'm not, dog. I used to make fun of you for the Raven. I used to make fun of you for the Raven.
Is Raven
I used to make fun of. He's WCW. No. He was ECW. And first of all, I did not used to rock Raven. I used to laugh at you because you used to like Raven. And you used to always talk about the stupid flock. And I used to always put that in your face. I hate the freaking flock. The flock. That's all I used to talk about with the flock back in the day. That's all I used to talk about the flock. If anybody, I'm going to sit there and talk about Ken. I'm going to sit there and talk about Saturn. I'm not rocking with Raven. I wasn't rocking with Raven. You was one with the little stupid Even Flow DVT. And you was over there quoting the Raven Nevermore. You ain't know no difference on me, dog. The flock, bro. You know what I'm saying?
He was a
Raven. I'm sorry you put Kevin Nash in there.
Nah, because that's
no, somebody you like.
Yeah, I mean, that's what we use in the whatchamacallit. He wasn't really.
I ain't like Kevin Nash. That's somebody else.
He wasn't like personal.
I didn't like any big guys, bro. I don't like Big Show. I didn't like Kevin Nash.
I like Kevin Nash. I didn't like Big
Psycho Sid.
I didn't like no big guys, bro.
Sid.
I'm trying to think. Nobody like.
You put Kane on there. He's big.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, but he was like a hybrid. He was off the top rope. They wasn't getting off the top rope.
Okay,
only
fair. I give you that.
I give you that. Big man, like doing stuff like that.
Yeah.
Vader.
Oh yeah, I forgot about
Vader.
that.
Undertaker walked the whole.
He just walked the rope.
Nah, but he flipped over the rope too. He did that moonsault.
Oh, he did do the moonsault.
Who got the balance on the rope? Like
Undertaker,
yes.
And he when he was younger, he walked all the way out to the middle of that joint.
He did.
No, I remember one of the craziest things with Undertaker was the first Hell in a Cell with Taker and Mick Foley.
Brown was off the top too, but he wasn't.
That was crazy
though.
Yeah, Nick Foley drove.
D'Lo Brown not considered big, is he? Because he would be off the ropes a lot too.
Nah,
D'Lo Brown was small.
Nah, he was
definitely small.
That boy had no neck, boy.
Thinking better recognize.
He was like this.
Damn, bro.
Well,
All right, well, gentlemen, that's basically time for the show. Please go ahead and give us your social media tags where people can follow you and listen to your music.
Yes, sir, man. If you need anything mixed and mastered, you need recording, you know what I'm saying? If you need your beats, you know what I'm saying? Hit me at Young Rocko. Young Rocko _. You know what I'm saying? I put my number on there too, so you can guess my business line 302-612-1736. Hit me, do some business.
You dig?
Just follow your boy. I1N _ Nosay on the gram. Nosay on the book. Just to make it happen for you, man. Whatever you need.
No doubt.
You dig?
Again,
Appreciate y'all for having us,
y'all.
man.
We appreciate y'all.
Appreciate y'all
Rest
being
into
here.
your world, man.
Yeah, man.
Definitely, bro.
Appreciate you,
I'm very
man.
reminiscent anyway. I be asking him all types of questions, bro.
Yeah.
All types of questions. So this
Welcome
is
to
really
the
dope,
world.
bro.
You part of the world
It's
now,
a dope
man.
episode, man.
Yeah, man. So it's your boy, the one and only best in the world. We just want to thank y'all for bringing us here, hanging out with y'all, and
Boy, Mike Shane.
It's your boy Fontaine.
It's Total Package 1212.
and you know we got 2 words for y'all. See
Peace.
ya.
Oh, they snap.
Yes, sir.
Fuck you, pay me, 'cause that's how I feel. 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 It ain't nothing personal. Scream fuck you, pay me, 'cause that's how I feel. That's how I feel. That's how I feel.
think I'm a boxer. Probably win me a Grammy, I really want me an Oscar. All these niggas is faking, they looking like they imposters. Treat these niggas for dinner and eat them up like some pasta. Screaming 3 blocks to the death of me. All my niggas calling shots like a referee. I'm so official, wish I had a whistle. You foul niggas ain't affecting me. I be up and down the lanes, double jeopardy. I be cooking in the kitchen, it's the chef in me. Baking soda with the cola is a recipe. I double up on the soda just to stretch a key.
You all in my face with handshakes and you faking, I know you ain't real. And all of y'all be out there claiming relation, cause I'm worth the mill. And fuck all that shit that you talking, cause I don't be playing for real. It ain't nothing personal, scream fuck you, pay me, cause that's how I feel.